What's going on? Shout out to all the homies. Shout out to my man Hassan Lane. Shout out all the people that follow me, subscribe to me, show me love. Shout out to them. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate it. I really do. Um, you know, subscribe, like, and share the videos. I really appreciate it. I really do. That's all I ask you guys is to subscribe, share, like. I hope everybody is having a good day. It's a little thirsty. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Let's get ready to rumble. I was watching Andre Ward podcast today, and Andre Bertle was on there, and I guess he had said something to Tank at one time after the fight or whatever, and you know, and they was going back and forth, and Dre was trying to, rectify that, letting him know where he went wrong, and also where Shakur, went wrong, and I understand how Shakur felt, because, that night everybody was beating him up from stuff was coming from here, there, from everywhere, and he was frustrated. Then Andre Bertle, he tweets out something in reference to don't worry about what somebody says, and don't worry about being bullied, this and that. A young guy like Shakur is not even gonna listen to somebody telling him don't worry about being bullied, because in his mind ain't nobody bullying me, and I could dig that. I get that. I understand. Like nobody is bullying nobody. That's out. That's not even G. Like, I don't even know what made him say that. But things happen. But I really like Dre podcast. I really do. He be having some good people up there, talking some good stuff. I really like the way he go about, his way of doing things. That's something I can learn from to make 12th round knockout better. Each one teach one. Like if I see something and I can, do better by using it, I'm a adopt it. No problem. So it looks like Tank might be fighting Ryo, going up to 140 or catch weight. I don't know. I think Ryo and Tank could be a decent fight. Ryo has a lot of heart. He really does. He has a whole lot of heart, and he actually can fight. He's good. Um, I think Tank could get him in the later rounds, though. I really do. See, Pitbull was tailor made for Venezuela. He was tailor made for him. You know, with his style. Pitbull's style was to come in, and Rayo was never on the ropes. Every time he got on the ropes, he shoulder rolled off, kept his stick out there, you know, pause, you know, and he beat him. He all out beat him fair and square, like he beat him. He kept that he kept that jab in his face, you know, and you know, when it was time, he threw the combos. You know, the uppie was there. That uppie was there all night. That was he put on a great fight. Venezuela's put on a great fight. I salute you, man. That was a good fight. Yeah, I know he fought Colbert before, and Colbert beat him, but they robbed Rayo. Then they did the rematch, and he stopped Colbert. But Colbert was always a fluke to me anyway. Like I never seen it in him. A person that talk too much is never be about what they say. You know, all that when he was talking about fighting Tank and, you know, this one, that one, and I'm like, man, this boy. And then I think Africa pulled his coat. Somebody pulled his coat and said he get beat up in the gym and he's always running and this and that. You know they all from Brooklyn. Richard Hitchison, Colbert, they all from New York, so they know each other. And then they kind of like came up in the amateurs, and not only that, they I know they was associates at one time. So once that happened, and then I seen the Colbert fight, the Rayo first fight, I said that it might be some truth to that. And he wound up getting stopped. Yeah, that's a fact. But then we got Shakur fighting that boy Cadena. I'm hearing a lot about him now. That he's decent. You know, he's not nothing to write home to mama about. But hey, man, I guess you're gonna take what you're gonna get. And then the bag that they throwing them for that fight, hey, it's a good move, you know. It's a good move. And then he over there in the Middle East, you know, he fighting. He the co-main, you know. So it's good. I think it's good for him. I really do. I really do think that's all right. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. You know, him and Tank will fight. Tank and Shakur will fight. I think people need to relax. You know, just slow down and let things happen how they happen. You know, they have to fight. They the best at 135. It's them two. They the best. And see, that Ryo and Tank fight, from what I'm hearing, it's not locked in. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know how true it is as far as, they talking about the fight like it's on, but I'm hearing that it's not locked in. And I don't understand, why would Tank go to 140 and fight this guy? I just don't understand. Like, I guess some things ain't meant for you to understand. I don't. Yeah, he got a belt. He got the WBO. But is that really worth going up to 140 and fighting Ryo? I don't see the hoopla behind it. And then I don't, it'll be an interesting fight, but I really honestly believe that Tank will beat him. I don't think it's just not a big fight. But when Tank come out, everybody come out. It don't matter. When Tank fight, man, the celebrities, the basketball stars, the actresses, actors, tennis players, baseball players, everybody come out because he's a knockout artist. So everybody come out, I don't know. Jarrett Hurd's fighting soon. Who he's fighting, I don't know for sure. But I know he's supposed to be fighting soon. Fourth quarter, the end of the year. If I'm not mistaken, he already have his fighter. Everything is set in stone. I think they just looking for a date in the venue. I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. I don't even know if Jarrett PBC. What? I don't. I think Jarrett is PBC. I think he is. So that'll be on Prime. I guess I know this for a fact, that the PBC is doing a free show the end of the year. Like it's gonna be about 7 fights. And the whole everything is free on Prime. That's a fact. I don't know the date exactly, but I know they fighting soon. I want to say salute to Fannin. Salute. And also, that was a hell of a interview Waleed did. That was a very good interview. Salute to Waleed. He told a lot of stories. I know a lot of people was like, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know this. Yeah, like I know a lot of people didn't know Tank lost to what's his name? It escapes me right now. I know a lot of people didn't know that. In fact, Tank lost to him twice. Oh man, I can't believe this guy name is escaping me right now. But anyway, I'm not gonna stay stuck on that. Um, I should have jotted it down, but that's neither here nor there. I'm looking forward. I really, 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 really want to see that Norman Jr. and Boots fight. I want that fight to get made. I really do. I really do, because I'm tired of all the hoopla. I'm tired of this and that and this Boots, this you I just want to see him fight an elite. Like, I want to see him fight somebody that we can say, okay, that's a 50-50 fight, or okay, that's gonna be a good fight. Or okay, he's not gonna run through him. I want to see Jarrett fight. I mean, wow, Jarrett. I want to see Boots fight someone like that. And then, it'd be different to really know what's up with him. You could be in the gym, you could be a gym rat, and you can look so beautiful in the gym and do all this amazing stuff. But when it comes down to fighting, it's levels to boxing. That's a fact. It's levels to boxing. And what's real talk is that it's really, really levels to the sport of boxing. And you can separate a lot of guys by how good they are. Like, I know all boxing fans are saying Abdullah Mason is the next thing. He the next thing. He coming. Pause. He coming. That's like he's doing his thing. But I can't say that about Boots and don't say the same thing about Abdullah Mason. Now, Abdullah Mason still, he's still working, he's still coming up, pause. He's still, fighting a lot of cab drivers, tomato cans. Straight up, knocking them out, cold. A guy asked me, my brother asked me, he said, after one of Abdullah Mason fights, he said, hey, what you see? What you get out of that? So I was like, what you mean? What I get out of that? What you mean? He's like, you think he good? What's up with him? I said, yeah, he said, bro, he didn't fight 4 minutes. He said he showed us nothing. Abdullah knocking these guys out, and they mostly first round knockouts. So it's true. he's not giving the world a chance to even see what he really can do. We haven't seen Mason dig deep. Pause. We haven't seen that. We haven't seen him really be in the jam or really get hit with something that rocks him and he got to pull back out. Yeah, for a minute, he was keeping his head in the air at the very beginning of him fighting Pro. He was keeping his head right on the line. And all his fighters was thank God that they wasn't up to par. They wasn't compatible to him. Because if he was fighting the elite, they'd have took his head off. Because he was keeping his head right there. He wasn't moving his head. As he was attacking Southpaw, as he was attacking, his head was straight up in the air. It was no movement. But I see that his peoples noticed that fast. And he's not keeping his head straight up no more. Like he's moving now. So that's having a good team around you. And that's what fighters need. A good team around you. You know, you need one guy that's gonna do this, one guy that's gonna do that. You know, the cut man, the guy that's gonna work you out, the guy that's gonna give you the pad work, make you sharp, like your team. And then you got the guy that sit there and watch the fight. And then he bring it back to the team. This is what's going on. That's when you have a good team around you. That's why the saying goes, you only as good as the people who you keep around you. It's all the same twist. And that's real talk. You keep clowns around you. Clown. Birds of a feather flock together. Facts. That's why look at Floyd Mayweather. He had a squad. I'm talking about a squad, and they was all except Leonard Ellaby. I believe it was all family. For the most part. That was around that man his whole career. Yup. Even Tank. Tank got a hell of a team around him. You know, Kenny Ellis sees everything. Everything. And he the one that watches the tapes on the other fighter. and sit there and freaking analyze them. I'm talking about he know every little milk and cranny, every little tiny mistake this dude thought about making. Kenny Ellis on it. And that's why he bring it right back to Tank. And if you see the videos that's out, they would show Kenny Ellison showing Tank what to do, like a 3-4 punch combination, pop, 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 and you would see he'd throw it in the gym or wherever they at, and it'll switch to the fight, and he be knocking the guy out with that exact combination Kenny Ellis taught him. Masterpiece, man. Masterpiece. Masterpiece. And them guys have a strict game plan for every fighter that jumps in the ring with Tank. It's all teamwork. Everybody has their job. And that's what you need around you to be great. That's what you need. That's why you have fighters that be, oh man, they be very good fighters. But they don't have the right people around them. They not being promoted by the right people. So they giving them all kinds of fights. And he losing and winning. You know? It's that's the sport of boxing. That's just the way it always been. Always been like that. Boxing just never been fair. And it's a lot of racism in the sport of boxing. How can you live in this country, just like Dante be saying, how can you live in this country and be happy when an American fighter lose? How? It don't make sense. It don't make no sense at all. And it's only in America where people root for other countries to beat their own Americans. That's why black fighters stand on the sweet science of boxing. 10 down on that. Straight up. No games on that. That's why black fighters dominates the sport of boxing. Dominates it. And these just facts. These just facts. If somebody can prove me wrong, then prove me wrong. Black fighters dominate the sport of boxing. Then when we win, we running. You scared. It's no way you could be a 3-time world champion and scared of another fighter. It don't work like that. You fool. And it's crazy how casuals from other countries that live in this country now just don't know how to read the stats or know anything about stats. Even though Shakur not a pay-per-view fighter, but he has made history on ESPN with views. When he fight. So what's the difference? Top Rank still getting paid off the views. But then it's always something negative being said about black fighters in America. Always. Always. That's why certain sect of people get the shit beat out of them all the time. Every time out. Do them dirty. And I be loving every minute of that shit. If you that hate, and what's crazy is that this is what's crazy. And these are facts. Dante put up the stats of Chavez, Canelo, and a couple other fights. He put up the stats. He put up their first 50 fights. All tomato cans, bus drivers, ex-garbage men, ex-actors. Chavez fought a guy 0-5, and the guy retired 0-5. Never won a fight. He fought a guy 17-13. I know y'all seen it. He actually put the stats up. These guys come from these countries 27-0, 27 knockouts. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Can't be. It's no way. It's no way. Some of the records these guys pop in America with. And you got blacks that just roll with it. Because the guy come over here 27-0, 27 knockouts, and he get two tomato cans to make it look even sweeter and get two knockouts in America. Now he's 29-0 with 29 knockouts. Then he sets up to fight a black fighter that's, you know, making a little noise coming up and get knocked the fuck out. Look at Richard Richardson. When he fought the guy from Argentina, supposed to be 29-0 with 29 knockouts. No, 27-0 with 24 knockouts, 25 knockouts. Richard Richardson beat him easy. Africa beat him easy, real easy. Stop capping on the record, on your records, man. We know what it's hitting for. Us real boxing fans. We know you're not like that. We know that. We can tell. We see it. You're not like that. Shout out to all my people, man. Shout out to everybody that subscribed to me. Shout out to everyone. See this video, please subscribe. Help me get my subs up. I appreciate it. We moving forward. I end it the same way every time. Every time. Jersey.